Hello. So today I'm going to sing This Is How We Do It by Montel Jordan lyrics. Yes, it's from 1995 when we actually had good rap music. Okay. All right. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. It's Friday night and I feel alright. The party's here from the west side, so I reach for my 40 and I turn it up. Designated driver, here's the keys to my truck. Hit the shot 'cause I'm faded. Honey's in the street said, Monday though we made it. It feels so good in my hood tonight. The summertime skirts and the guys in good night, all the gangbangers forgot about the drive-by. Gotta get your groove on before you go get paid. So tip up your cup and throw your hands up and let me hear the party say, I'm kinda buzzed, it's all because this is how we do it. South Central does it like nobody does, nobody does. To all my neighbors, you got much flavor. This is how we do it. Let's flip the track on the old school back. This is how we do it. This is, our hands are in the air and waving from here to there. If you're an OG Mac or a wannabe player, see, the hood's been good to me ever since I was a lowercase G, but now I'm a big G. The girls see I got the money, $100 bills, y'all. If you were from where I'm from, then you would know that I gotta get mine in a big black truck. You can get yours in a 6'4". Whatever it is, the party's underway. So tip up your cup and throw your hands up and let me hear the party say, I'm kinda buzzed, it's all because this is how we do it. South Central does it like nobody does, nobody does. To all my neighbors, you got much flavor. This is how we do it. Let's flip the track and bring the old school back. This is how we do it. I'm kinda buzzed, it's all because this is how we do it. South Central does it like nobody does, nobody does. YNVSCC, all my homies, I'll never come whack on an old school track. Check it out. Once upon a time in 94, Montel made no money and life sure was slow. And all they said was 6'8" he stood, and people thought the music that he made was good. There lived a DJ, and Paul was his name. He came up to money, this is what he said, you and OG are gonna make some cash, sell 1 million records and we're making a dash. Oh, I'm buzzing because this is how we do it. South Central does it like nobody does, nobody does. To all my neighbors, you got much flavor. This is how we do it. I'll never come whack on an old school track. I'm kinda buzzed, it's all because this is how we do it. South Central does it like nobody does, nobody does. It's party time. I'm kinda buzzed, it's all because this is how we do it. South Central does it like nobody does, nobody does. Oh, it's party time. This is how we do it. Straight up coming from the west side. This is how we do it. OG got the flavor. This is how we do it. And Monty does it like nobody does. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. So it's like super crazy. So I don't even know how I remembered. Like somehow I was directed to the song, and I was like, "Are you sure, God? You seriously want me to sing this song?" And He's like, "Yes, I love this song." I'm like, "Okay, God." And it reminded me of when I was in Malibu. I Ubered in my oldest son, and let's see, he was 19 at the time, and he came in. He was kind of like, like down, like depressed or whatever. And I was like, dude. So I like started praying over him and showing him around the property and stuff. And we were walking. I was just praying over him, like, come on, like pull your head up, like you could do this. You know what I mean? And then we ended up going into the pool room. So it's like this big mansion. It's like 150 acres. But we went into the pool room and just to be alone. And I was like, I don't know what I started, we're still just talking, and I started speaking in tongues for some reason. I had no idea what I'm saying because I speak in tongues a lot. I'm just like, I don't know, I'm just talking. But he was able to interpret what I was saying. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then all of a sudden he's like looking straight ahead. Like we're sitting beside each other, like on a small couch, like a love seat. He's like looking straight ahead. And he's like, Mom, I see God. I was like, what? I was like, that's so cool. You could see him. Like, what does he look like? Like, what's he doing? What's he saying? Like, tell me what he's saying, And he's like, well, first of all, he's gigantic and he has a lightning bolt in his hand. I was like, what? And he's like, yeah. And then he said that God told him to listen to his mom. So, like, literally God himself is talking to my oldest son, the apple of my eye, and like telling him, he told him two things. He said, listen to your mom. And the second thing he said is stop listening to satanic rap music. And I don't know if you've come across any of like modern rap music. It's like straight like no wonder like suicidal tendencies and like suicide is such a big thing. I mean, you can't even turn on that music without wanting to like off yourself or off somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not positive. It's like literally straight from the pit of hell, And so, so I'm just saying we need to create better music, positive music, or go back to an era where they did play positive music. So I'm not saying that rap from the 90s is perfect, but you know what? It made us happy. Like this song, it talks about meeting with our neighbors. Like how many of us know our neighbors and know them well to spend time with them, right? Also, the other thing we used to do when I was young is we used to defend our neighborhoods. We used to defend our families, right? Like where I grew up, if somebody, like my cousins wouldn't let anybody mess with me, And as soon as people found out who my family was, they didn't, but it's not weird. Like, that's not weird to defend the people you love. It's not weird to defend your neighborhood, your home, your town, and God is all about territories. You defend the things you love. If you love liberty, if you love freedom, then you defend your country. You know what I'm saying? Like, and, so I don't know, it's just a time for people to like get back, like you protect the things you love, like protect your family, like first it starts at home, like you protect your home, you protect your house, don't let anyone questionable in your house, don't let anyone questionable on your property. And if you see somebody hanging around your neighborhood, ask them why they're there, ask them where they're going, like, And one time I heard Condoleezza, I don't listen to Condoleezza Rice speak all the time, but she was talking about, I think she's older than me, she's African-American lady, and she was talking about how her dad and the men in her neighborhood they stood watch on the corner. Okay, they protected her neighborhood. Nobody got in or out of the neighborhood without them knowing who they were, where they're going, and without their permission to be there. And that's like literally men need to step up and provide security. And when they're not home, women need to do it. When, you know what I mean? Like, it's not a weird thing to protect your kids and family. And the other thing is, like, every kid should be protected. So whether it's your kid or somebody else's kid, it doesn't matter. You should protect that kid, And so, like, we really do need to take our neighborhoods back. And this is a perfect season to get out there. You should be taking walks around your neighborhood. or slow drives.